Star Wars Rebels Season 2's finale had a showdown between both Ahsoka and, of course, Darth Vader. Welcome back, everyone. This is Mike Zero here once again, and today I wanted to hop on a subject of why Darth Vader had such difficulty going up against Ahsoka, or even if he actually did. It is quite an interesting debate, and I want to go over the various reasons as to why, perhaps, Darth Vader did or did not have a hard time against Ahsoka. So let's go right into this. Now, literally, Ahsoka, when you think about it, is a considerable adversary. In spite of her absence of culmination of her preparation as a result of her split from the Jedi Order, Ahsoka is in no way, shape, or form your normal compel client. She is very powerful with two lightsabers, itself a change upon her less talented single cutting-edge work prior in the Clone Wars. In the novel Ahsoka, which points of interest her life between the finish of Star Wars The Clone Wars and her first appearance in Star Wars Rebels, Ahsoka is said to crush an Inquisitor, inadvertently executing him when his lightsaber detonates. Inquisitors are said to be dark side clients, prepared intentionally to chase Jedi staying after the ascent of the Empire. Some of them, notwithstanding being previous Jedi themselves. 2 Annihilation, 1 in battle demonstrates her above most Jedi, and to be sure, her cutting-edge work in Great in the Rebels arrangement. Maybe more vital is that her style is seemingly a solid offense against Vader's style, whereby Vader's style underlines the expanded quality his suit manages him. Permitting him to overpower adversaries, Ahsoka's style appears to underscore gymnastic moves and speed. In Twilight of the Apprentice, we see Ahsoka cutting at Vader's mask before he can raise his barrier, something most Jedi that battled him would not have the capacity to accomplish. Moreover, where Kanan experienced difficulty battling the Grand Inquisitor and later alternate individuals from the Inquisitors, Ahsoka is by all accounts ready to bargain moderately fine with them. Ahsoka states it best herself, "I'm no Jedi." Ahsoka left the Jedi Order as a Padawan, yet she was very gifted officially even at the time. Truth be told, the experience she experienced and how she continued it awed the Council a great deal, that they exculpated her, requested that her arrival and even considered the trial as her trial to be a Jedi Knight. The Council themselves thought of her as fit and prepared. Ahsoka left the Order, however she didn't slack off or withdrew to some distant planet to be a rancher, and so on. She was extremely talented in lightsaber battles for somebody of her age. When she turned into a Padawan, Ahsoka was at that point in time awesome in Form V. Ahsoka made utilization of the unconventional invert grasp amid battle. Be that as it may, she would use the standard hold at the request of Anakin. Now, she could, as a Padawan, handle herself against Mana Guards, Ventress, and even Grievous. Now, since Ahsoka was Anakin Skywalker's first Padawan, she was, at that point, pre-skilled in lightsaber battles and had, as of now, built her own lightsabers. Now, the way I look at it is this. Much like her master, she embraced his physical and forceful and gymnastic battling style. Ahsoka worshipped Anakin, and was much similar to as a main priority in Soul. Additionally, the stun of seeing her after she exited the Order shook him to the center, making him waver as they dueled. Now, since he administered to her nearly as much as he did Padme, since she was his disciple, they were close, thus shut that when Ahsoka left the Jedi Order in the Clone Wars Toon arrangement, Anakin implored her to remain. She made him extremely upset by leaving, and after that he discovered years after the fact she was really alive, and at this point, he was so devoured by loathe and his reasoning that everybody had deserted him. I truly trust Vader could have murdered Ahsoka effortlessly, and his heart truly was not into slaughtering her. He made a cursory effort, however, not as hard as he could have. Something else is that he is the one that prepared Ahsoka, and therefore she would have a considerable measure of an indistinguishable moves and battling position from Vader, and she was not a Jedi, so she was not keeping down when it came to hostility. And that about wraps things up for today, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the content that I developed for you. If you guys would like to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, thank you also very much. It is greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Have a great time and enjoy.